much be Fnatic at this point. They get to come in on this attacking side and show us maybe some of those concepts, those theories that they have, but already I'm seeing quite a proactive defending side in the form of Vision Strikers. Mystic going to be put on red alert, but it's Buzz to succeed first. Mystic's in danger, overwhelmed, and Vision Strikers, what a belting beginning.
Right back in there, and actually, straight away, tower control garnered on the back of this, but numbers advantage for Vision Strikers and full control of B main here. Makes it very difficult for Fnatic to choose a plant position. All five stacked up now.
Here. Hawk out.
And actually, it's going to be Magnum potentially called upon in terms of this flank here. And actually, we'll find one. Look at that. Marco falls immediately, but the defense coming through. The flash out.
It's not stopping.
Yeah.
Oh, finally taken off it by that paint shell sent out, spiraling from Durka, who's still doing well. King tries to push through Fnatic. Wait, RB! Does he just get taken off that?
Fnatic actually closed that one out there as RB tries to get a little cheeky with that defuse, but somehow Fnatic lose 2 at the start and turn a 3v5 back in their favor. Wow, I mean, I was excited to see if Vision Strikers get a little aggressive on the defensive side. I know we were talking about this earlier, but if that's a taste of what's to come, I'm excited to see how Fnatic handle this. Again, so many points of contact here on Fracture, especially early on.
Defending sided aggression, though, that to me has just put me in the best mood. Seeing that come out so early has just, you know, beaming sort of grin. That makes me have a lot of faith in the Vision Strikers have got some things up their sleeve, but great to see that Fnatic was able to convert even given that pretty underwhelming scenario. But Doma going to do well towards King to start with. Durka going to get himself posted up towards tower. And now we wait. This plant should be coming in pretty much undeniable here.
Here whether or not
planted.
any response at all. Actually, Durka still wins that versus Marco. Stacks will fall. Just 2 left to find. Both noted at least. Magnum's going to be the one to pick him up. So Prime Gaming flawless in round 2 from Fnatic. To build on this momentum, a fantastic opportunity here in terms of converting the bonus round as well. Now we get a taste of what the bye round looks like for Vision Strikers.
I think the big takeaway for me is that both sides have been very vocal in the fact that they're happy to play this. We saw Stax come out and say, yep, no problems here, very confident in it. Thanks, both.
That's confidence right there.
That's it. That is confidence personified. But we do go back in, and speaking of bonus, you've got to look at what's remaining. We have 1 rifle upgraded to for Durka. What, 4 Spectres? That's about your lot. Rifles are plenty on the other side, but armor already been chipped away at a fair amount. King's in a bit of danger here. Might be closed in on Durka. Wants to crest that corner. He's going to do it. And he does actually get the frag as well. Could be traded out, though, but the Boombot's going to do well enough, but he didn't expect the player so close. That's Marco. Makes that tower his own. There's now Boaster and Mystic. Rifle removed, up against 4. And now just Boaster. And that man ain't anywhere nearby.
Pretty disconnected from this, and again, similar setup once again. Lots of focus towards Arcade there from Fnatic early on, but this time around, I mean, King picked off, but Stax and Marco respond. Spike, call it unretrievable for Boaster. Let's see if he can do any damage on the way back in here, as ultimately that will be the objective.
Toxins going up.
But a good setup, at least. Everything covered on the side of Vision Strikers. The flash not actually going to confirm presence, but you can see Marco behind the Viper wall here. 20 seconds left.
Yep.
Again, whether or not you can get a consolation kill at best for Boaster.
Yeah. Wow.
Toxins going up.
Now they know.
Nice to have a Sky, isn't it?
10 seconds left.
And I think he knows he's going to struggle here.
But again, just talking about that, the composition here with Stax on the breach, RB on the Sky. That's where I'm leaning towards. Maybe seeing Vision Strikers just... I don't want to say, you know, go all out in terms of aggression, but there's lots of opportunities for them to convert. And again, when you've got the flashes to obviously confirm presence, obviously isolate some players, you then have Stax's flash and the fault lines on the back of that. There's kind of 2 layers to this aggression, or at least the potential for Vision Strikers with this composition.
A little bit of util invested, and back away we go.
Turret out.
Let's see the Vision Strikers go on the ball quickly though. I didn't want this to be a spiral, and after the Cloud9 Blue game, I didn't think it was, to be fair. Fnati didn't look, you know.
Başladı mı lan maç? Oha amına koyayım. Ne ara 2-1 oldu?
Nice and close between the two.
Oğlum ne ara başladı da 2-1 oldu amına koyayım?
Toxins going up.
Rest up on the rifles. And of course the purchase.
Oo, Bitcoin. Ne? 50K'ya pin atmış lan Bitcoin.
Creep ahead again, the turret will identify where he is, but
Oba.
actually they push all the way behind. Jen actually come forward, and Arco going to be caught off guard outside that cipher cage.
Yeah, straight up body check, but it's going to be King from the corner. 20 HP, not enough to be able to get away.
Fnatic.
That crunch is unbearable. You can't get away from it. Hounding them down, leaving Buzz and RB in pretty much no
zor.
man's land. This is pretty a save.
And again, one of the most difficult points of B side to clear is that tower. You can see there just the precision of the utility from Fnatic. Makes it look easy. Well, they will be granted any exit frags here. See, but Fnatic will put their third on the board, no doubt. Dome already got that rolling thunder online. Durka one away from the
Peki
shot
buradan
clock
döndü
as well.
diyebilir miyiz?
Again, we did see kind of glimpses of Fnatic showing some of these set pieces, and like I said, those utility setups in terms
Dolar
of their attacking
14.40 mı?
rounds. See, actually, I mean, like I said, it comes back to that response from Vision Strikers, whether or not they do address it in the early rounds.
Yok lan 13.75 şu an bana.
Keep
Gerçi piyasalar kapalı
playing a
ama.
little deeper, waiting for Fnatic to push onto side.
Binance üzerinde. Bakayım.
And here they kind of have to address.
Harbiden
okay, like,
Binance'e
honestly, another round
14.34
here
şu an.
where there's not enough to pressure them on the way in.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
Lovely combination work there. Gives Fnatic.
There's so many more options as well with Mystic on the Astra as well. It's the other thing we haven't even seen
Very true.
hints of that just yet.
And such a quick beginning.
Oha.
We talk about aggression.
Adama yaradı.
RB just best Mystic.
I don't know how, because he actually got pulled back inside a smoke there as well. Magnum elsewhere, find his opposite number. King, the neural theft invested actually. Marco got to be careful, he will be noted finally. And the rotation actually comes through. They try and isolate this kill here, as you can see. Doma and Durka.
Marco does at least have Buzz on the way, but he's quite alone here. And we spoke about utility and how much there is. Marco's going to have to try and suffer through this, but he can't get past Poster. And the timing is excellent, but there's Buzz. That second string to come into effect. Vision Strikers quick pop flash, and it works well enough. Poster just sprays into a Doma as well. And Vision Strikers, they're getting nothing out of this. These pitches out from Fnatic are sublime so far.
This round, a great example of reactionary play again. The spy cam goes through, confirms presence on site, the Rolling Thunder's invested. No nonsense from Fnatic. They close down that kill immediately. And Boaster being in position, I mean, he's been towards A main, and pretty much every round so far, I think actually he's been forced away by that fault line, if I remember correctly. This time around, he's rewarded for it. Stack's going to hide behind this trip over towards Arcade, just try and hold on to the Phantom. Fnatic will extend their lead. This will be the fourth on the board now. And another round where Vision Strikers, again, they draw first blood. They show some aggression in the early round.
Yep.
And it's the pivot away from that from Fnatic. Again, Magnum in the right place at the right time to find that kill on King. Again, create an opening towards A.
And it's not... When we say it's like fast and scrappy, it's not like it's a negative though. Like the pinches are very actually well considered, well made. The timing's great. The utility is very hard to get around. Look at the smothering way that they're getting away with this. Both they're a little fortunate to be able to make so much damage while flashed.
Hey, but Doma swings through at the right time,
exactly.
bails him out as well.
It's not without that second layer to this. And that's just not been there for Vision Strikers. I thought that maybe Buzz could have been there in time to help Marco, but I just don't think he had that.
This is
Devirde bilgisayar alınır mı abi?
Yeah, with this purchase from Vision Strikers now,
Vallahi
Fnatic want to pile on the pressure. Show
önümüzü göremediğimiz için
towards A.
bence alınır ya.
Show a little presence as Durka all the way through towards ropes. We'll find King and Spawn.
And King was pretty much the only player that was initially leaning towards this A side. The rest are on the way, sure. But by now this would be a spike plant and decent post plants too, with a fair crack of utility under the belt still utilized. So this play back in is going to be difficult. It's really only Buzz who could be the one to make any sort of headway, at least with weaponry. You can see these post plant protocols coming into effect.
Toplamaya çalışıyor.
And no easy frag to be found here for Vision Strikers.
First comes through. Actually, supposed to look like he was ready with a snake bite. Actually, the fault line's perfect. Durka isolated on top site, but Doman out, ready to show his hand. Will find the first. That's it.
Is there a plan for this? Okay, there might be a second string to it. It's Doman! How's he done it? I thought he was done for, but absolutely not. And again, that was a lighter purchase from the likes of Vision Strikers, but Doma put under pressure, stands tall. The Berserker is not fussed.
There's a moment there I didn't see the snake bite come through from Boast, and I was thinking, no, please, no, not like this. Because again, the setup's perfect. Again, Durka does get picked off, but his sole
Şu an
job there is to
3090'ın
take
fiyatı
first
kaç?
contact. He's the only one on site.
Ekran kartı.
Even if he falls, it confirms
60.000.
Ne?
This round here. a
Tabii
scary
kanka, nasıl?
prospect.
Ciddi mi?
Strikers with every ultimate available and
Sallıyorum.
operating at the
35.000
buzz.
40.000 arasında bir şey olması lazım.
Again, they explore B main. Mystic playing a little deeper this time.
Hemen bakayım.
Respecting this early round aggression.
Var mıdır ki?
Vision Strikers have shown. And actually, look at this. RB slips into underpass here. Potential to catch Durka.
66.000'miş.
Kanka 58.000 Topya'da. Stokta da yok.
Evet, ben de başka bir yerden baktım. Orada da 66.000 yazıyor. Götümden sallamamışım. Evet.
Ben şimdi
Güzel.
satıyorum. 60k desem tak diye alıcı bulur muyum?
Sanmıyorum.
Let's take a pause for thought.
Nasıl ya? Stok yok hiçbir yerde.
Ha, alım gücü olarak düşünmüştüm ama doğru diyorsun. Büyük ihtimalle evet olabilir.
Bulurum abi, niye bulmayayım?
We get flashed off that angle initially here and
Stok yok oğlum, kapış kapış gider amına koyayım.
free passage at least towards side.
Galiba satacaksın. Öyle mi?
Yo.
And this is the worrying thing, particularly on A here. It's so difficult to get back in terms of the retake. Don't besides his aftershocks. The king got to be careful if he invests this lockdown
Evet,
as
Ferit'in
well.
bir ara 100k PC mimi vardı.
Connects towards Mystic, but now
Artık
Vision
Oh!
gets removed. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's perfection in all accounts. But Dirk is still standing, still doing what he can. Buzz is unbelievable right now. As Durka is put in a 1v2. Surely
Oha.
it's not gonna happen. 10 seconds.
Oh!
He gets past the first.
Vuruşa bak.
Marco just needs to be calm. Paint shell gets thrown.
He's 11 HP.
11 HP. This is down to such a close situation. Durka.
Of. Oğlum Derkey ne oynuyor amına koyayım ya?
Comes up huge again for Fnatic with the Red Bull clutch. What a round. Buzz. I mean, landed
Abi bir şey
shots
söyleyeceğim.
he has
Bu
no
çocuk
business finding, but
bu
Durka
turnuva
responds.
apayrı oynuyor yani gerçekten.
Bails Fnatic out of a round that looked like Vision Strikers
Bayağı
had that.
sırtlıyor yani.
They had full control of Spike. It's dropped here in the open.
Get out of that.
That
No
first
way.
shot of Mystic's disgusting. This one.
Şu vuruşa bak.
This
Still
is
falls away.
insane. That first one on Buzz is disgusting. Yeah. Lap it up. Lap it up, Durka. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, but a quick start here. They do have the ults that didn't get invested in that
Yeah,
previous
nothing
round.
actually. Yeah, I mean, after the kills from Buzz, you almost think they're maybe leaning back. So, guys,
We're cool.
Yeah, ride this through. Hold on to him.
There's always danger with Durka. There's Buzz looking to decapitate anyone.
Hepiniz gelin diyor.
Shows a little too much, but Fnatic have this map currently absolutely in their favor. 6-1 is the scoreline. And these have been close games until this point. Vision Strikers, I thought this was meant to be a stronghold. Yes, we can talk about attack, defense, who thinks it's on which side. It looks like for now Fnatic really leaning into that attack approach that can be very favorable, hard to handle, and Vision Strikers yet to be able to kind of put up much of an answer to it.
This is the point of the previous halves again where we've seen the adaptation from Vision Strikers and then really take a better grasp on some of these rounds, but the way you see here, actually,
There we go.
Durka's going to satchel past. Marco might even slip through. You can see that actually on the free cam here. King going to be isolated once again. He's got so much to deal with in tower here.
It's such a key element of what they want to make here. Now, Vision Strike is still going to connect a few shots, leaving it in a 2v3. It's not impossible, but it's looking improbable. RB. Oh, it's not nice, is it? The spike plant will go down about the 10-second mark. We're down to Marco and RB to make a difference, make an inroad somewhere. Rifle recovered, but
Got a pixel out of place there on the way down the rope. Doma absolutely knows
One
Marco's
enemy
positioning.
remaining.
Magnum is timing, such a presence in the back lines, never allowing too much room for Vision Strikers. And Marco's been noted. He doesn't know how much so, but they know exactly where he is. Now might start sweating a little here, thinking
Koruyacak galiba.
they seem very cognizant of where I might be.
No, I don't even think he's going to be given the opportunity here to find an exit, do any damage. Maybe. Find the first, but it's a bait and switch.
Eyvah eyvah.
Oh no!
Eyvah eyvah. Mental damage'ı da vurdular.
Yarrağı yedik.
Eyvah eyvah.
Alone now.
Yeah. Actually, yeah,
He's
there's a
got
little club.
company.
It could be a support club for them.
Support group. Soulcast made it out of there.
Sırtına
Though. That's
saplamış
nice.
amına
He's
koyayım.
bounced back.
Karambit de iyi girer ama ha.
And that's the worrying thing. Fnatic,
Yep.
like I said, these confidence rounds are
Sırtına böyle
huge for them.
saplamış.
Again, getting a little noisier, but the biggest gap we've seen so far, a 6-round deficit for Vision Strikers. They've got to dig deep now. They have to respond.
Come on, Buzz. If you are going to be the player to do it, maybe so. Right place, potentially right time, but the first shot whizzes past. Doesn't quite find what he needs. Gonna have to respect this utility now. He can't stick around any longer.
Nasıl uykum geldi var ya bir anda.
Fnatic will
Anlık.
behind the
Of
smoke,
son maç uyusam mı ya?
interested.
Uykuş.
They're forcing him
Koş.
deeper and deeper back towards side. It makes it more and more difficult for him to even find an
Bir sonraki maç çok mu kanka ya?
Fake flash comes through, it's punished
Sonraki
immediately.
maç
Buzz will
Envy
respond.
maçı.
Yeah, Buzz
Envy
is
gerek
shocked,
yok.
but he's still on 10
10
HP.
yeah.
He can't be the only one to make this impact.
Bence
They still
izlemeye
need
gerek yok,
another couple of
uykuş.
players to step up to
Uykuş.
this. And he was also at the
Yok
trade of the
koltukta
likes of
uykuş.
RB.
İzlerken uykuş.
10 HP in a dream right now for Buzz. Still trying to be so aware, so integral. But they've already made it a little bit closer. They're still just playing that corner. They
Benim
know
de fena
when he's
uykum var
around.
bu arada, biliyor
He's
musun?
seen where the utility
Gözlerim
comes from.
kapanıyor.
He knows.
Ya ben çok uyudum aslında da
I
işte.
think they've noted the headshot, so
Çok
damage
daha
HP.
çok uyuyor.
Dirk has still got his
Uyku
paint shot.
sonrası uyku ya.
Magnum's gonna come into the equation. That's the big question in
Yok
my
lan
mind.
çok uyumadım ben
Waiting
aslında.
patiently and they are so unaware. And now he sees
12'de
one spot.
yaptım.
Stacks, but Stacks still trades it out. Gets
5
down Magnum and
buçukta
they're finding
kalktım.
a bit of a struggle here until
5
Boaster
buçukta.
somehow bullies his way towards the site.
Be able to prevent this coming through.
Spike
Does have the lockdown, but in a 1v2,
Az oluyor abi
very
o haberin
difficult.
olsun.
Vision Strikers desperate
Evet
for rounds right now.
normalde az oluyor.
Look as if King's going to rely on it. Boaster actually gets himself on top site, so
Abi açık kalsın biz izleriz. Senle beraber saat kasmış olursun.
we'll close the round out.
Zıbapsız.
8-1 Fnatic.
Where's the timeout? Where is
Abi.
the timeout? Please.
I'm hoping it's coming, but there's still been no adjustment. Again, if you can call it here, just trying to find something on the back of Buzz. It's not enough.
Kanka fanatik kazanıyor ya.
Fnatic look in total control now, and they're dictating the pace of every single round. They're able to pull the rotations effectively. They're able to isolate
8
these
birine
players
alo.
in rotation. Magnum doing a fantastic job in terms of being on the opposite end of some of these executions. I don't even think Mystic's got a kill yet, and he doesn't even need to at this point.
Away we go again. Tower has been contested and actually very well
Oy.
controlled by Fnatic, and once again it
İyi
is. The
entry.
story remains true. And everything going their way. Nothing for
Oy.
Vision Strikers here at all. Yeah, Stacks connects
Güzel
one, but it's
trade.
all for nothing. The site's going to be under wraps. The spike's going to go down, and the final
9-1.
two are almost irrelevant to the way this round is going.
Yeah, I don't really see them even getting an opportunity once again to find anything on the way back in. The way Fnatic have played these post plants, they don't have to risk anything at all.
Ben Fnatic'i
RB
destekliyorum
though,
zaten.
wait and see. RB
Ama
creeping
benim
towards
desteklemem
the
de kurtarmaz yani.
pass. Them there to greet him, but again, he can see the discipline. Doesn't want to give it away. They will back up, and at this point again, the economy damage not even really worth an awful lot with this round deficit. Mystic will find one.
Oy.
He'll cheer on the back of that, but he'll find a second as well when it's needed.
Evet.
9-1 the scoreline. Vision
Oğlum
Strikers
Visions
now back on
hatırla
top.
12-0'dan.
But again,
Hatırla.
King
Belki olur
has
lan.
had an absolute nightmare so far.
Belki
Fnatic have
olur
been
ya.
able to deal with him so effectively.
Oğlum
So
12-0'dan
seemingly
ne maçtı ya? Ne
with
maçtı
no
o ya?
struggles whatsoever. And again, there's been no adjustment. It's not okay. Yep, let's pull away from tower. Let's play a little differently. Again, I almost think actually those
Esneme
early rounds in
artık,
terms
esneme
of the aggression side of RB and Buzz, that
Niye böyle olduk ya?
potentially is
Burak.
something they
Ne
want to
oldu ya?
address towards
Usta.
arcade, but
Usta.
there's not, I mean, seemingly the same way I talked about Fnatic earlier on in the series, there's not been an awful lot in terms of the second layer to this intention shown by Vision Strikers.
Dun, dun, dun, dun,
I almost think it's too late for this pause. I
Oh, well, what do
genuinely
you say now? There's, like I said, they've shown a few rounds where they haven't been afraid to kind of go toe to toe and scrap things out in the early round. But Fnatic, one thing they've shown us is actually that mid-round calling is absolutely
saçları
on point. And you got to credit Boaster there in terms
Ne
of
kadar
the
çok değil
information
mi?
gathering done by Magnum.
Çoktan değil yani rahatsız olmuyorlar mı ya gözlerinin önüne falan gerçi alışmışlardı. Klavye nerede kanka bu klavye? Klavye nerede kanka?
What does it say about their fracture? I don't know if this is a massive misread and a misplay from the likes of Vision Strikers who either overestimated their ability or underestimated Fnatic's. I don't know what, but 9-1 is not the scoreline I expected after the last two maps. By any means, I think anyone in their right mind would say the same thing.
Teşekkür ederim Mecaz'ın.
And now we get to the pointy end of the stick and it looks a little too far down at 9-1. Yeah, close out the last few, give yourself a window. But man, I don't think it's this attack-sided.
Have to wait and see once again. Fnatic just doing exactly
Maçlar böyle olunca da benim uykum geliyor ama Burak ya. 9-1 ne abi?
Sıkıcı olunca ya. Oo çocuk gibi.
Yakışıyor mu yani sen koskoca Vision Strikers'ın ya?
I think maybe relying on this lockdown in terms of, oh no, they're actually creeping this now, and look, Boast are happy to get ratty.
Boster.
Will find the kill.
Fanatik'in map'i değil mi?
Uyudu.
Forcing through on the flank.
Bu map Decider map. Sona kalan map.
Sonra kalan. Yani çok farklı ya.
See the turn of attention. They're not going to let this go to the wayside. They still want to fight this one out. And now that flash confirms that just around this corner, Doma gets outdone and
El alıyor lan. Vision Strikers galiba.
9-3'ten döner.
Even if it is limited. Spike now going to be planted to at least get the time in their favor, but it is a 5v3. Tricky now in the post plant. What can they do with this? Nowhere is safe until Durka carves open a chance. Ultimate invested.
Derken ne bu? Ha? Yatırın şunu ya.
He knows that the time is not there and
Vallahi
Marcus
el
has
aldı.
done very well. Now, another round.
9-3 biraz can getirir ya.
That's the second again.
Hadi oğlum.
No concerns about the purchase. I mean, if anything, better to see Vision Strikers carry across 4 weapons.
Böyle 3 olurdu by the way. Abi.
But they definitely, I mean,
Bakın Bel 22. ayın kutlu olsun. Çok teşekkürler.
If there's even the element of hope for the second half. I mean, my concern is actually Fnatic in terms of the mind games, in terms of the pace of this.
O Magnum iyi
If
yakalamış.
they do something similar to what Vision Strikers, I think, hinted at early
Another
on.
timeout. Huh.
Ha.
Okay.
O az önce zaten timeout almamışlar mıydı?
Am I being too critical? Am I maybe underestimating the 9-3 curse potentially? Is that where I'm at?
Never underestimate it. Ever.
Are you a believer?
A firm believer.
Oh really?
İkinciyi alıyorlar.
I'll hold you to that.
Just don't ask me.
Fnatic logo çok iyi ya.
Böyle ele alacaklar abi. Yani 1 al 2.
Good old Mitch, man. Look forward to him joining us.
We've missed him actually.
It's been weird without him.
Yeah.
Hop kapşon.
But back to the game.
Yep.
Last round.
It's a needed one. It truly is a needed one. Now,
Maçini
again, I do want to remind
87.
those at home,
4. ayın
this is
kutlu
still
olsun.
just a
Çok
group stage
teşekkürler.
game. This isn't elimination. This isn't anything beyond that.
Koçun
This
yeri
is
çok iyi değil mi ya?
Evet
To say this is a
Mekanı
group
efsane
stage
harbiden.
game.
Aşırı
It's
iyi
been an
ya.
absolute thriller from start to finish. Was poetic. It ends here on Fracture.
And what an absolute
Nasıl terlemiş lan?
resounding
Çok mu
message
sıcak
to the
acaba?
rest of the sides. Fnatic truly now have embraced this map, is in the pool, and they've shown diligence and vision.
Hadi oğlum.
I'd be a bit nervous if this is something that I was coming in with, happy to float.
I'm glad we're back in that situation where we can ask the question, how deep does the playbook for Fnatic go? On a new
Yep.
map, and again, you
Turnuvada
talk about
FF
some of the
verildi mi?
other
Hayır.
releases as well. It was a similar thing, right? They came out, they showed some of this geek, some of this cheese. Everybody opened their eyes to it. But I'm excited to see more, that's for sure. See here again, pretty standard in approach for Fnatic. This time around, RB and Buzz will creep through arcade. Nobody on B site right
Big
now.
tell.
Again, this trap wire will alert them to the flank, and Magnum will be noted on the back of the alarm bot as well. And that will be the green light for Fnatic to force through.
I'm looking at what can be achieved here from the players going to playing through just by A lane, just off towards the side by rope. Maybe they could catch a few on Fnatic, but so far Fnatic remaining mostly unscathed. I think Durka taking a little closer a touch, but it will be a spike plant uncontested. Again,
look at it. It's one member on site. Full intention here for this post-plant utility to come through on the side of Fnatic. Mystic will be stunned up on the fault line, and Buzz might capitalize on it, but a little slow.
Hadi oğlum Buzz. Nice lan.
That's really nice from Vision Strikers. This is the team that we wanted to see. Where have they been? There's still 3 up against them, but the utility usage is gorgeous to watch. They still need to get towards that spike, and the time is starting to dwindle. Doma does well towards Marco, but it's an instant trade. King comes back through, but now time's a factor. Is all on Magnum. Pistol by his side, and outgunned, outnumbered.
Çözdüler mi?
It's a spike.
Çözdüler.
Çözdüler. 9-3. Hayata döndürür.
Comes right down to the wire. Only 2 seconds left on that one, but there is hope. There is hope for the second half here.
Harbiden, there is hope.
Depends if you believe in the curse or not. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not sure how I want to look at this. If this is Fnatic truly outclassing, if this was a little bit of a slow start from Vision Strikers, I think a bit of A, a bit of B, honestly. I can't overly give it to Fnatic without saying the Vision Strikers did not look in their normal form. However, it's hard to ignore how good Fnatic are looking. However, we're going to hand it back to the desk to talk you through what we just saw, and if they're as stunned as we are at this 9-3 scoreline.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were allowed to get a scoreline that wasn't a 6-6 today. Yeah, we finally got something other than a 6-6, and also Jess is heavily on the side
Çok yavaşladık bak, çok yavaşladık. Sürekli ara giriliyor.
Too early because of course we saw a very attacking side fracture, you know, the other day, and I know you're looking at me with the finger guns. I got you there, but I do want to say that there was a reason I said that I wanted to change my prediction once we got to Fraction. I'd seen the first 2 maps. Fnatic clearly know how to play this map. Their strat book, as both Pansy and Hypok were talking about, very deep. Almost, you know, Mariana Trench deep at this point. I don't think we're ever going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, these executes, I was looking at, you know, Twitter, saw Balla's tweet talking about the tower execute that Fnatic have, just flushing King out of there consistently with the nades, the aftershocks, even the, you know, the Vipers,
there was a Viper,
the bites
yeah,
coming
there was
through
a
there.
snake bite there too.
They have these incredible setups to just make sure that that is unoccupied, and if it is, that person is going to die. So it's really great to see these little moments come through, and Vision Strikers just haven't really been able to hold a candle to it. I mean, 9-3, not great. You kind of mentioned it, the copium, the hopium, that this is a bit of an attacker-sided map from what we have seen, but I don't know if that's enough.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw Cloud9 Blue going up against Fnatic, just to give everyone context to what I mean, 8-4 in the half. So this is almost reminiscent of that, you know, 1 round on either side. I will say, however, my God, the fact that Vision Strikers didn't have an answer for those power positions that Fnatic kept taking, or conversely forcing away from them. I mean, you have to have an answer for these things. You can't get to the point of going, my God, we're going to have to brute force it.
Yeah, also I want to say I'm a little bit I'm a little bit worried for Vision Strikers in a sense that Buzz has been stepping out of his mind, but Achilles, the rest of them are not pulling their weight the way they usually do.
Yeah, absolutely. This is like Buzz is basically playing the same way that he was playing on Haven, but everybody else is kind of fallen down to how King started that map. It's not looking great. This is not the shared team effort that we are used to seeing from Vision Strikers. This is not the hive mind that I was talking about coming into this map.
Speaking about the combination, the hive mind, or whoever you want to put on the ball, Durka Doma show, it was like that. Yep. The 2 D&Ds, the boys were on top of it against Cloud9 Blue. I know I keep referencing it, but it's the only reference I have for recent Fracture. But those boys, wow, they know this map.
Well, we got to jump back into this game. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the second half, Pansy and Hypok.
Is the curse real? Is there something we can look at? 9-3, yes. The previous time we saw Fnatic
Geçmiş olsun arkadaşlar. BTC'den bir tane arkadaşlarımızla.
Work's cut out for Vision Strikers.
It is. It definitely is. And again, I'm glad they mentioned obviously the
Chamber kapalı abi
Cloud9
turnuvada.
map in particular, because the one thing that came away from that, Fnatic struggled to close that. Hold that thought for the time being. It's a very quick piece through. Fnatic respect this.
İlk el. Hadi ilk el aldınız bitti ya. Çevirdik hadi.
just painting a path on the way. The utility just kind of facilitating this cross, at least for now. But you're right, that's the bit that kind of caught my eye. I thought, I was like, okay, Buzz has got it. Nope, apparently not. Spike's going to go down, though. Marco now gets a great deal of information and calls for support. 3 players there. Oh, you see that flash? They need to clean them up. And fast RB on the case right now. Doma's still alive, though. And it ain't over just yet. Keep in mind, this is still looking very good for Vision Strikers. Magnum with a quick drive.
Oh.
By what? Magnum, get out of there.
Oğlum Cypher çözer.
He wants to get this out. Wait, and maybe he can. Mystic gets the flash though. He's not going to come out on top. There is no way.
LOL çözdü.
Alo.
Unbelievable player.
Ya kan ver ya çık gidek ya ver FF'i ya.
Kill onto Magnum for free. I don't want to see the pop replay
Oğlum
from him.
ama hak etti biliyor musun Magnum? Güzel oynadı yani. Burayı halbuki çok da iyi oynamışlardı.
Gibi çıktı ona vurdu çıktı buna vurdu ya. Şuna bak. Tık.
That second kill onto Buzz is crucial.
Ah be abi Stax.
Delete the VOD. I hope Paper Thin's in a padded room somewhere backstage.
I hope he's alright. Thoughts and prayers, but we go back in now. Double digits instantly found by Fnatic, thriving in the spotlight. But the bite comes back in. Vision Strikers know what's up. That was a close round. You might as well try and buy behind this. You got to do something now. First frag is Magnum's, though. He's not letting this sit for a second. He's going to make it hurt. Now, the spike's going to come down, though, so at least the time will be in their favor.
Slight adjustment here as well. Marco playing much deeper, ready to greet this flank, which should be no surprises after Haven. It's 3 deep here for Fnatic. Flash comes through. Clear behind the box, actually, but Mystic caught on the reload. Boaster as well.
Really nice. Doma can't convert there. Marco with gorgeous positioning, really doing well on this Durka.
Veriyorlar ele.
On in though, still a little bit of a chance if you got Magnum alive, maybe. Durka still trying to get closer.
Aldık ele
Position has to take a lick of damage for it, but he will. He's trying to stop that spike. Pulled off it, given into the jaws. Can he still do any more? Time is going away. Durka knows it. Very well done by Marco. Good round.
Abi. Ne oldu
yani,
Burak? Şekil yapıyordun ama.
Pistolü de alsalardı.
Ne oldu oğlum, ne oldu? Şekil yapıyordun.
Anlat oğlum anlat.
Oğlum
Anlat
BTC 51'e düşmüş.
Ne diyorsun ya?
Onun muhabbeti oldu ya Burak.
Burak sen bayağı geriden geliyorsun ha.
Onu yaptık abi.
51'e düşmüş geriye çıkmış. Vay ananı sikeyim. Ama nasıl tepki dediğim yerden nasıl tepki aldı? Bunda
Burak
konuştunuz mu?
sen bu işi biliyorsun da alanda değilsin ya Burak.
Harbi alanda niye
Bayağı
değilim ya.
skinizde olmalı.
Nasıl skinizde olmadı lan? Tam çizdiğim yerden tepki almış. Şuna bak.
Bu arada olmadı hakikaten ya.
Burak adım bile geçmedi biliyor musun?
Ferit ne olursun adımı geç. Şuna bak ama.
Umurumda bile değil.
Oğlum Ferit bilgisayarın başına kalktı sandım amına koyayım. Kapşon giymiş kafasına. Kamufle olmuş koltukla birlikte baksana tipe.
Bir tık soğuk oldu da kanks.
Üçüncü dedi 51'den aldım sattım 53'e. Gördün mü bak. BTC trader'dan anlıyorsun bro.
Sen de inandın mı buna?
Oğlum
51'den
ben niye dönecek dedin sen. 51'e düşmesi 1 saniye falan sürdü.
Harbi 1 saniyeydi yani.
Yani imkansız da orada alabilmemiz. Emir koysak bile amına koyayım almazdı.
Usta. Fnatic usta. Comeback yiyor ha Fnatic.
This so far is exactly what the doctor ordered for Vision Strikers. They needed some clean approaches, some confidence builders, and the stepping stones to get back in this game.
And again, in terms of these early rounds, they need to build up some sort of bankroll, something to fall back on again. This comeback is going to be a possibility.
Hadi bakalım Gun Round. Force Mirror 14. ayın kutlu olsun. Çok teşekkürler canım. Ben de Suman 13 aydır, Ritelix 46 aydır. Hoş geldiniz efendim.
King struggling once again, but it's no surprises with how efficiently he was dealt with in the previous half. Stack's not happy with that spray, apparently.
Ananı sikeyim.
Probably a frustrating game if you're going to be the vocal man at the front, you know. You're talking about this map.
King zaten kötü oynuyor ya. Heaven'da da kötü oynadı King.
Not necessarily accountable for it, but he obviously wants to do well for a side. That Prime Gaming Floors has given them the chance they need. But back into this now. The bike comes out and back into the big rounds.
Gene agroyu koydu vs. Rahat bir şekilde. Aha. Dörke. Entry'yi aldı, geri çıktı direkt.
You got to feel Vision Strikers need to do something, otherwise those odds look insurmountable. Insurmountable is the word I wanted to say. It's been a long day. It has.
We got there eventually on the second part. Plant once again good for main here.
Erken atılmış bir tur.
Pull out a little bit.
Info alamadı.
Let's get this retake started.
Ultisi var Dörke'nin.
See actually no flank coming through this time around. The Rolling Thunder will be invested, so they come on through Dörke actually with the stone stop.
And if for a second Vision Strikers thought they had this in the bag, they certainly do not. This is a whole new look and a whole new pace coming right on back out. Magnum finding stacks.
Mako? Oha nerede lan Mako?
Gonna have to sit back and watch to an extent, and this one tries to do what he can, but this is looking improbable and now impossible. Fnati gonna make it just across the line.
Magnum leaves his spy cam in main there from, I think, the start of the round, right? And it's crucial in terms of, I think, the expectation that that's going to be where they reset towards. Fantastic stuff from Fnatic once again.
İyi geceler Avruda.
11 rounds on the board. Buzz, another round where he just throws his life down, honestly. It's beautiful from Magnum. He has been one of the highlights for me today for Fnatic.
Yes.
Again, not usually one of the headline players, but today, amazing to see what he's able to achieve.
Round by round, this is where it gets serious. Just 2 more, you heard it yourself. Every round a new challenge. And for Vision Strikers, they know it's going to be a long road back to recovery. But Boast is still alive here. Vision Strikers' pace looks a little different this time.
Toxins going up.
Nothing shown towards A main, actually. Look how quickly Dörke. Keep your eye on that minimap. Marco, got to be careful here. Might even get caught sleeping. Yep, the trigger discipline. Dörke's going to keep creeping behind him.
Oh, he's herding them forward. Fine stacks, gets the follow-up.
No way, Dörke!
Oğlum bu adam ne yapıyor?
Unbelievable. The man's possessed right now and he's going to continue forward. Up we go. And away we go.
Bitirmiş ya.
Dörke, this is his
Bitirmiş. Al tamam abi. Verin kupayı abi çocuğa.
What the hell was that? I want to know what
gerçekten perfect oynuyor ya.
Shampoo he uses, what toothbrush. He has been absolutely insane.
Look at this. Don't worry,
it's
boys.
It's beautiful.
Just chill. I've got it.
Şuraya bak.
Third. The third.
The fourth. Yeah, Vision Strikers just in tatters right now.
Ah be Stex. Üzülme lan, kıyamam sana lan Stex.
That's a tough one again. And straight away they just push through. No presence shown.
Yok o Mert VS'yi tutmam ha. Fnatic'ciyim ben bundan sonra. Dörke'ye baksana oğlum, nasıl tutmayayım Fnatic'i amına koyayım. Yok ediyor.
This time around King committed to playing alongside his turret, but again, big talking point. You play the Killjoy here, you are tethered. You are stuck to that one side of the map on flank control.
Seconds away now. Pressure beginning to mount. Vision Strikers. It's always going to be a close game. Didn't think this map would be this way. Going to pull away, respecting the utility put down. Going to give over the site, and the spike will be planted.
See if there's any adjustment again in terms of the pace on the post plant here for Vision Strikers, and see if Fnatic have anything else up their sleeve in terms of the retake. Spy cam once again in A main. Look at it, Lauren. Again, as soon as pings that, all the information. Again, even a distraction.
Bak hepiniz eğer yaklaşık bir 500 lira atsanız şu an donate.
Is Marco waiting, pushes it.
Marco?
Oh, it's a fumble. And that could cost them so much. The spike's still ticking though. Keep in mind, Dome is alive. The spray from Buzz.
Aldı.
He wants to do it all himself as Dörke.
Hala vuruyor amına koyayım. Hala vuruyor.
Time has dwindled.
Nereye chat? 500 lira lan.
Strikers hold
Oğlum
on.
50 dolar bile etmiyor amına koyayım.
Dangling by a thread. I mean, you got to question the economy after a round like that. Everybody falling, including King.
Rahat olun, 500 lira atsanız da gene alamayız ya.
To see what it looks like coming out of that
Ekva
round.
abi ne oldu sen bir sessizleştin helal melal diyordun vazgeç artık destekle. Ben saldım abi.
Vision Strikers weather
Ben
the
saldım
storm.
Vision Strikers. Bundan sonra
I mean, it's
Fnatic'ciyiz
not as
moruk.
bad as I thought, but light armor's here. Obviously, a little consideration around the Spectre or where the Phantom's going to end up. I think Buzz actually sends a weapon elsewhere because he's got that Blade Storm, but 450 credits left. Now, talk about these round
600.000 dolar mı ediyor?
Look at this,
600.000 dolar.
Clean might have a question mark by the side of it unless Buzz can keep
O adamın
forward. Trying to maybe stem the bleeding for a second, but it's just
geçiş
been torn
masrafları ya.
apart. Doma is there and it's down to 2. King and Marco, it's done! It's all but done. Fnatic in the limelight with the showman at the helm. They
Bu
just
arada
put on a absolute belting series.
An absolute masterclass from start to finish. Again, Haven take that one aside. What we saw on Icebox and Fracture here is a statement sent to
Ne yaşıyorlar ya?
other team here at Champions. Durka 25 and 10.